Star Wars Yoda Stories is a procedurally generated puzzle game that promises around 1 hour of play every time you launch the application. Hi, welcome to BESWGE, the series where I beat every Star Wars game ever. How do I beat something that has theoretically infinite, randomly generated levels? I can't. The only thing stopping me is the semantics. Do I play one session and call it good, or keep beating missions until I experience every possible variation of the game? Anything in between would be selling the game short. So I kept skimming the Wikipedia article and found something interesting. The game has a Game Boy Color port with a fixed set of 15 missions. That's perfect, I thought. 15 levels should be easy. But I really wanted to play the PC version. After a quick internet search, I found the Desktop Corner, a fan-made Tumblr page about Yoda Stories. The site reveals that after winning 15 games, Yoda sends Luke on a special mission that rewards the player with a permanent upgrade. This was the exact excuse I was looking for. Either way, I'd be playing 15 missions. I'll probably play the Game Boy Color version someday just for the sake of comparison. I consider the game beaten when I earn the Spirit Heart. Anyway, that is all the information I knew about this game before I played it. So let's finally jump in and do some Yoda stories.
What's in there?
Only what you take with you.
The game starts with Luke landing on Dagobah. Dagobah! Yoda must be around here somewhere. I better find him and see what's on his mind. Yoda Stories was meant to run in a desktop window, so this is as full screen as I could make it. Also, I'm putting this timer in the corner so we can test the back of the box claim about being able to do this within an hour. What about R2? What does he have to say? R2? What are you doing here? Yeah, how did you get here before I did?
Whew! I'm here to help. Take me along, then drop me on anything you find confusing, and I'll give you some hints.
Yes, we get to collect the best R2 unit as an inventory item. Instead of helping us with any of his computer arms or sensors, R2-D2 acts as an in-game hint system, and a very bad one, but we'll get to that later.
Luke, time it is for your training to advance a step. The Empire has set up a hidden factory in the snowy wastes of planet Neshtab, where they are building Stormtrooper droids.
I didn't know how to pronounce the name of that planet. Also, I wanted to cut in here that shut down the Stormtrooper Droid Factory is the same plot from Star Wars Dark Forces. I don't know if that's a reference, an original idea, or a ripoff, but it's not a connection I made until editing this video.
These robots could tip the balance against the Rebel Alliance. Find this factory, you must. Destroy it, you must. Here, help you finish what you start. This will.
What is that? Is that a Pokedex? Electro lockpick. Ah, well that's something. I'm sure that will be very helpful. Time to see what space travel is like. Oh, it just sends me straight there. That's nice, I guess. I kind of would have liked a galaxy map or something, though. At this point, I still didn't know how this game's objectives actually work, so I decided to start wandering around until something interesting happened. Is this a greenhouse? Hello, droid. What are you growing in here?
I'm not really a farm droid. I belong in the big city.
Then why are you on a farm? Alright, have fun guarding your greenhouse. I didn't see anything helpful in there. There has to be something interesting around here. Like a tauntaun. Can I ride that? Q rations? What does that mean? Help. How to play. Oh boy. Yeah, I completely forgot about using R2 to get hints and opened the in-game help guide instead. I didn't find out how to use Q rations in any of the pages I read. I guess I'll just figure it out later. What's in this hut? Oh, there's a shopkeeper in here. Or something.
Looking for equipment? I'm your man. Of course, trading in arms and medicine is forbidden by imperial decree. On the other hand, out there in the tundra, a man's got to scrounge to live, right? I'll trade for junk, major medicine, or money, whether you cleared it. Oh, or not, I'm guessing. There's not more to my text box.
Well, what exactly do you have that I would want to trade for in the first place?
If you want weapons or medicine, drop something on the table here, and maybe we'll do business.
I got these Q rations from your tauntaun outside. Can I trade your own stuff back to you?
Whoops, I can't trade you anything for that, I'm afraid.
How much would you give me for this droid?
I don't see anything special here, so let's talk about walking around.
Oh wait, this is R2 speaking.
Beep. For fine control, position the mouse pointer at your destination and click the left button.
And so I learned that when R2 is put on a trading space, instead of instructing about trading with NPCs, he decides there's nothing interesting to talk about. The ability for R2 to give general hints is fine, but I already knew how to walk in the game. In fact, it's impossible to pick up R2 without being able to walk forward in the first place. After shamelessly attempting to sell my droid, I kept wandering around the spaceport, not knowing where else to go. Well, there's another Tauntaun over there. I could probably get more rations. Oh, the screen scrolls! That's cool. And the Tauntaun is mysteriously disappeared. Let's see what's in this building. Another droid.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to our planet. I am a medical droid, General Practitioner Class 2-1B, fully qualified to treat all injuries and wounds. If you need my services, please don't hesitate to visit. Meanwhile, be careful. This is dangerous country. Before you venture far away, try to find a terrain locator. It will clarify the situation here and keep you from getting lost. Stay on the lookout for weapons as well. You can never have too many.
I have a lightsaber. I mean, that's a pretty good weapon. I don't know how to use it. To the help menu. Luke will travel to many hostile environments, and he'll need to defend himself. His lightsaber is always available and will be in his inventory at the start of each game. This one is his lightsaber. The other one is Anakin's lightsaber, Luke's father's lightsaber. You can also find other more powerful weapons, yada yada yada. Okay, left click on your inventory, then left click on Luke or the ready weapon display between the compass and health monitor. Oh, that must be what that blank square is. Tip, after you win 5 games, Luke will receive a more powerful lightsaber. That's nice. And of course, blasters are superior to the lightsaber. They're the more powerful weapons. Armed with this knowledge, I decided to put my skills to the test. Behold, combat. After claiming the blaster from my fallen foe, I returned to the medical droid for healing. It refused to help me, so I ate some snacks instead. To replenish my supply, I once again stole someone's lunch from their unattended Tauntaun. Upon returning to the Imperial base, I slaughtered every stormtrooper in sight. I didn't find any puzzle items, but I did get a thermal detonator. There was what I assumed to be a criminal locked up, but I didn't know what to do about them, so I left. I slashed a random droid that was patrolling the snowy wasteland and collected it as a pile of junk. I remembered the shopkeeper mentioning wanting junk, so I went to see what I could get for it.
Is that all you can find out there these days? Oh well.
A rebel first aid kit, hey, that's pretty good. Although I wonder if I'm hurt enough to use the medical droid. Yay, thanks medical droid. After more exploration, I found a lost pilot. Help! My speeder crashed and I'm trapped here. I need a homing beacon to contact my squadron. Okay, I'll let you know if I find one. At this point, I was no closer to destroying the Stormtrooper Droid Factory that Yoda told me about, so I went to find that guy a homing beacon. And then I found another guy wanting a hyperspace transponder. So it looks like my job in this game is to solve everybody else's problems, which is typical protagonist stuff.
For your trouble, I can pass along a crate that came my way. Who knows what's in it?
You haven't opened it yet? Despite being promised an actual mystery loot box, I had no idea where to find a hyperspace transponder. That makes 2 items I need that I must search for. Thankfully, I happened upon a terrain locator in a nearby wreckage. This helpful tool serves as the game's map. For every square you visit, it will reveal whether or not there's an important piece to solving the game's overall puzzle in that area. If you're wondering why there's a strip of inaccessible squares in the top left, don't worry. I wondered that too. We'll get there soon. Using the locator, I discovered a cave full of wampas, so naturally, I started blasting. The map icons declared this place important, and this is why. There's something frozen in the wall here. Oh, will my lightsaber be able to cut it out? Seems like a pretty logical solution to this problem, I think. Oh, maybe R2 can tell me what it is.
I don't see anything special here, so let's talk about finding things.
What do you mean there's nothing special here? There's something frozen in the wall. What can you tell me about? Can you tell me about this? Yep, it's an enemy, and I know how to do combat. I was really hoping R2 would be more helpful, but since he isn't, I kept exploring the planet, looking for clues about what to do next. Oh, what was that? Those just came out of nowhere. What? The terrain is shaping in real time. What's happening? Well, that's strange. Lonely as it is, I feel a stirring in the force here. Huh? Ben? Kind of cold here, huh? Hello, Luke. You seem to be doing well in the world. May the force be with you. The force! I got it! Let's go! R2, what is that? What do I do with it? Okay. Surely the help index will help me. As a young Jedi, Luke is attuned to the Force, an energy field generated by all living things, binding the galaxy together. The Force is very powerful, tricky, and uncertain. Luke can learn the ways of the Force by seeking out his old friend Obi-Wan Kenobi in special places where the Force is strongest. There's always at least one in each world. Once Luke has the Force, he can use it to stun enemies, pick up some objects he can't otherwise reach, occasionally push and pull objects at a distance, and sometimes influence weak minds to assist him. Ready and use the Force as you would a weapon by aiming at a target and right-clicking. After you win 10 games, Yoda will equip Luke with the Force on Dagobah. That's a good upgrade to get. After putting the Force in my pocket, I discovered yet another cave. I couldn't explore this one because I didn't know how to move this boulder out of the way. Back in the tundra, I found a homing beacon in a crashed snowspeeder. This must be the speeder that the pilot crashed, but I don't know how or why he would be so far away from the crash site. I decided to explore the rest of the map before turning in the beacon. Further to the left was another Imperial base. I didn't spend very long there. To the right was another trader, who specifically wanted a data card. Additionally, I found a hyperspace transponder in another crashed spaceship. This one was out of reach, so I had to use the Force to get it. In exchange, I received the mystery crate, which turned out to be full of spice. Now, with every important square mapped out, I returned to the pilot. Hey, you're the one that wanted the homing beacon, right? Yeah, I got you. Yep, just set it up. Join us, friend. Wait, what do you mean? Where are we going? Why is there music playing? Thanks for the help, Commander. Always at your service. Where am I? Oh, that's how I got up here. Okay. Well, what's in here then? Just a bunch of rebel stuff? Since that was apparently a rebel pilot? Anything cool in these crates? No? Okay. Besides using the speeder to return to the main part of the map, the only place left to go was a few spaces to the left. There were a few uninteresting buildings surrounding a greenhouse. Unlike the one at the start of the game, this one had a person inside. So you found our snow farm. We cultivate exotic plants here. Bring me one, or I'll report you for trespassing. That seems a little rude. I may have to hack my way through this jungle. Oh, okay. Well, I don't see anything else to do here other than get this guy a plant. And so, confident that I knew who would have an exotic plant, I went back to the first Imperial base I found to free that criminal. The only hint I had was a vague, you have to turn off the force field. Do I have to use this? The locator says I need an electro lockpick in here. Eventually, I realized that I could use the electro lockpick to bypass not having a key card in another building. Oh, I see. So you don't need the key card then. That's kind of cool, actually. It's definitely not what I would have expected. In hindsight, I should have tried to use the item Yoda gave me first, before anything else. What are you doing here?
I'm the most dangerous criminal in the galaxy. I have the death sentence in every system. They have to restrain me, I'm so tough. But I like you. Here's a glow rod for springing me.
So let me get this straight. You have the death sentence in every system of the galaxy, but you haven't been put to death yet. And as thanks for freeing you, the toughest criminal alive, you gave me a glow stick. I don't think I'd trust this guy. I doubted it could be used to melt that ice wall, so I went back to the second Stormtrooper base. There was a main door with 2 non-interactable lights on either side, which seemed to correspond to the 2 caves located nearby. Each cave had 3 switches that could be turned on or off, but I couldn't figure out the intended way to find the correct sequences. Instead, I kept guessing and checking until the main door opened. Brute force works every time. After killing more troopers, I found a character in the upper left corner of the complex.
There's a spice ring operating here, and I'm trying to break it up. I need a sample to identify the lab. Really? And for you, I've got a macro fuser for all your welding needs.
That can probably melt the thing in the cave.
You fool! I'll make a fortune on the invisible market.
I don't care what you do with this spice, I just needed the macro fuser. Here's your friendly reminder that spice is a drug in Star Wars, and Luke thought his father was a getaway driver.
No, my father didn't fight in the wars. He was a navigator on a spice freighter.
Anyway, I used the macro fuser to melt the ice and found a locomotor. The terrain locator said that I needed a locomotor on the square with the cave with the boulders that I didn't know how to get past. And finally, for once in this entire game, R2 was actually helpful.
You can push and pull this object. Stand behind it, hold down the shift key.
Oh! R2 finally became useful. At the top of the cave, I found another NPC.
I don't even know what alien this is.
Kinda looks like a cross between an Ugnaught and Anakin Skywalker.
I've got to find a locomotor for my protocol droid. He just stands there. I have an extremely rare blum fruit to offer for your help. Its value goes beyond mere nutrition.
Well, lucky for you, I happen to have a locomotor right here.
My droid can walk again, thanks to you.
At long last, I could finally pay off the blackmail from the farmer who threatened to report me for trespassing.
A blum fruit. This is truly rare. Here, take this key and look around, only don't tell anyone I gave it to you.
Well, thanks, dude. Key card. Requires data card. What are the odds that those are the same thing? Before going through more backtracking, I took another thorough look around the buildings in this area. To my surprise, I found a stasis mine, but when I went back to the greenhouse to ask the farmer about it, they were gone. You know, this tree's a fake, there's something under it. I tried a few things, but only one thing worked. Oh, okay, that works. Turns out there was an entire hidden bunker filled with stormtroopers. This wasn't the factory, though. Leaving out the second entrance, I came across a generator. What's this generator doing here? I need a sensor pack to analyze it. I don't have one of those. Now my progression was blocked by not having a sensor pack. I knew I could get one from a trader, but he only wanted a data card. The map looked like I had picked up all the puzzle pieces, until I noticed something. Oh, there's a square down there I've never been to. I can't believe I just realized that. I missed a square! In there, I actually found the data card I was looking for. Anyway, now with the sensor pack, we can explore the final area of this game. How did analyzing the power generator with a sensor pack open that door? What is the logic here? Look at this, a secret Imperial factory under the ice. Of course. It shouldn't be a surprise, Luke. Yoda told you about this at the beginning. There's a lot of stormtroopers in here, which makes sense. I probably should have sold all of this junk before I came here for extra healing. Too late now. I'm sure I'll be fine. I mean, I get 3 levels of health bar, or circle. Health circle, yeah. It goes from green to yellow to red, I know black is the final layer, but I haven't gotten there yet. I don't know if black has to run out, or if red runs out and then it turns black, and then I'm dead. It's not like the combat is that hard. They're shipping the stuff they manufacture off to use against the Alliance. I've got to stop them. Right, the stuff they use against the Alliance. I'll just tweak the control panel here. Doesn't need to be any more specific than that. You can't come in here. It's dangerous. The whole place could blow sky high.
That's why I'm here.
I can kill stormtroopers, but not this officer. That's kind of lame. What if I gave you money? Oh, come on. You telling me I can't bribe a corrupt Imperial officer with a pile of credits? I guess there's nothing to really say that he's corrupt, but he didn't arrest Luke on the spot, so, I mean, he's got to be expecting something. They're equipping the stormtroopers with deadly blasters I haven't seen before. Gotta stop them. Yeah, definitely. You fool! You'll kill us all! Okay. You are the bad guys. I wouldn't feel bad about that. This is an emergency override lock, I hope. Did it work? I think if it worked, the mission would have ended. Woo, I am about to die. Where's the override switch? What do I do here? R2, can you explain? R2's not helpful, as usual. I wish he would be helpful one more time. What else did I get this new keycard for if it wasn't meant to override whatever... Oh, hey, a switch. Well now, they won't be making any more evil weapons here. Yoda will be proud of me. Woo! I won! Force factor 804. Whatever that means. And that's the story of how I beat my first game of Star Wars Yoda Stories. If it wasn't for my lack of knowledge about the game, I think I could definitely have finished it in under an hour. You might be wondering, where's the other 14 games? I thought you said you were doing 15 of them to get the Spirit Heart. Well, you're right, I did say that. However, this hobby has once again caught up to me. This video has taken way too long to make, and in fact, all of my videos are now taking too long to make, and I cannot get through all of the games I want to beat within a reasonable amount of time. So I have decided to live stream BESWGE through all the games faster. I still have YouTube videos planned that will stay videos and won't be streamed. But don't worry, I will post all of the VODs on so you don't have to worry about missing anything. I will still be posting videos every 2 weeks if I can, but I will for sure be streaming every week starting tomorrow when I beat the rest of the 14 missions for Star Wars Yoda Stories. The week after that, I'll be streaming X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter. I can't really plan ahead after that because I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take me to beat these games. I will continue to stream games as I beat them in chronological release order. Feel free to tune into that if you can. I would love to have chatters to talk to. Either way, go ahead and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts on anything and everything. I read all of my comments. I'll also take this time to plug my Blue Sky. I post shower thoughts there sometimes, but I originally created the account in case anyone wanted to get in contact with me. I had a lovely conversation with a scammer the other day. Other than that, that's all for now. Have a great day, and stay alive out there.